Okay, let's go.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रियाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
So Hare Krishna, thank you very much for inviting me to your association. All glories to Prabhupada. So, anyone has any questions?
Yes, Ranjit Prabhu has put a question in the chat, and then
Baldev Prabhu,
Kirtida Mataji, and then Baldev Prabhu.
Krishna is asking to act only for bare necessity of life. But if Arjuna wins, he gets the kingdom, which is luxurious, not bare necessity of life. Can you explain? 421. Okay, who asked this question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It's me, Prabhu.
Oh, you, huh? So you can see here, because the devotee, once you become a devotee, you're no more interested in enjoying the senses. So even if Arjuna were to win the kingdom, his whole purpose to use everything for the benefit of the, like Yudhishthira is saying, I won this kingdom at the expense of so many people being killed. I feel very guilty. In the Bhagavatam, have you read that?
No problem.
Huh?
No
Huh?
problem. No problem.
I can show you the verses. So he is feeling very guilty. Just 1 second. Hello. 1 minute. Can you go to the 4th floor? I'm on an overseas class. You go to the 4th floor and then they ask them to attend to you. Huh? So what is in the Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 19. So this Yudhishthira was not very happy that he had, got the kingdom. I think 1:08 maybe. Give me a minute. So Yudhishthira was very upset, So the devotees are not, in that kind of mood, they want to kind of enjoy. Okay, here. So you can see, you want to read this?
King Yudhishthira, son of Dharma, overwhelmed by the death of his friends.
1 second, we'll read the one above. All right.
King Yudhishthira, who was much aggrieved, could not be convinced despite instructions by Vyasa and other great sages and by Lord Krishna himself, the performer of superhuman feats, and despite all historical evidence. King Yudhishthira, son of Dharma, overwhelmed by the death of his friends, was aggrieved just like a common materialistic man. O sages, thus deluded by affection, he began to speak. King Yudhishthira said, O my lord, I am the most sinful man. Just see my heart, which is full of ignorance. This body, which is ultimately meant for others, has killed many, many phalanxes of men. I have killed many boys, brahmanas, well-wishers, friends, parents, preceptors, and brothers. I will not be relieved from the hell that awaits me for all these sins, though I live there for millions of years. There is no sin for a king who kills for the right cause, who is engaged in maintaining his citizens. But this injunction is not applicable to me. I have killed many friends of women, and I have thus caused enmity to such an extent that it is not possible to undo it by material welfare work. As it is not possible to filter muddy water through mud or purify a wine stained pot with wine, it is not possible to counteract the killing of men by sacrificing animals.
So you can see how Yudhishthira is feeling, You
Hmm.
understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
Not that he's going to feel and enjoy the whole thing at the expense. That's how the Vaishnava, just now we read, no, Vancha Kalpataru, Dhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bacha, right? It's now the prayers, yes?
Yes, bro.
So the Vaishnavas are in that mood, They're not uh, very greedy to enjoy, They want to serve rather than enjoy. Their mood, You follow?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Prabhu.
Their whole idea is to give pleasure to Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. You understand that verse?
Yes, bro.
You know that verse? Yeah?
Yeah, yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah. The
Rishikena,
senses
Rishikesha
are to
Seven.
be engaged. Yeah. The senses are supposed to be engaged in the service of the chief of the senses. And who's that? Krishna. You understand? So they are not here to. Then, if that's the case, when Krishna left, why they all left? They could have stayed back and enjoy more. Correct?
Yes, bro.
Yes or not? The moment Krishna, they heard from Arjuna, he went to Dwaraka and he found out that Krishna left. He also became indifferent. He gave up everything and he just started walking to the Himalayas. Hmm? So the enjoyment spirit is not in the heart of the devotees. The heart of the devotee is to just serve. That's why we chant this prayer in the morning, Shishastaka prayer. Are you chanting this prayer?
Yes, bro.
Huh?
Yes, bro. Chetodarpanam.
Aslisa Vapararatnam Pinastumam
Nastumam.
Adasham Mamahatam
Arashan Marmahatam
Karotiva.
Karotva. Yata Tatava Vidadabdalam Patana Prananata Sai Vanapara.
Yeah, why do we chant this? This we are learning, no? Correct?
Yes, bro.
So that is the whole idea. Our whole idea is to serve, no? Even a basic devotee is taught, I don't want wealth, I don't want women, I don't want nothing, correct?
Yes, bro.
Yes or not?
Yes, bro.
Why do we chant all these prayers? Yeah? For fun, is it? Huh?
No.
Correct?
No, bro.
To enjoy. What? Huh?
Okay.
Our whole teaching is to learn how to surrender and serve, is it not?
Yes.
Yes,
So
bro.
therefore a devotee lives with bare necessity of life. As Prabhupada taught us to live simple and think highly, correct?
Yes, bro.
Not live highly and think simple, no? Is that what we learn? Huh?
Simple living and high thinking.
Yeah. So that is the bare necessity, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. One should not complicate his own life. That's not recommended. Even as a householder, especially, I think all of you are householders here, right?
Yes, bro.
Mostly all of you are householders. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Hmm? So here you see what a householder must do. It's very, this is what a household is supposed to do, right? Can you read this?
A grihastha must associate again and again with saintly persons, and with great respect, he must hear the nectar of the activities of the Supreme Lord and his incarnations, as these activities are described in Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. Thus, one should gradually become detached from affection for his wife and children, exactly like a man awakening from a dream.
Huh? So you can see how a household is supposed to be. uh,
An intelligent man in human society should make his own program of activities very simple. If there are suggestions from his friends, children, parents, brothers, or anyone else, he should externally agree, saying, yes, that is all right. But internally, he should be determined not to create a cumbersome life in which the purpose of life will not be fulfilled.
yes. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? That's why, in fact, Krishna does not give so much of money and power to the devotee, no? Because these two things can corrupt the mind of the person. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
This whole chapter you can read now. Hmm?
Even if one is a householder rather than a brahmachari, a sannyasi, or vanaprastha, one should not endeavor very hard for religiosity, economic development, or satisfaction of the senses. Even in householder life, one should be satisfied to maintain body and soul together with whatever is available with minimum endeavor according to place and time by the grace of the Lord. One should not engage oneself in ugra karma.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. So
Let
Ugra
him.
Karma means, is it Karma Kanda, Prabhu? Ugra Karma means?
Ugra karma means like this factory work and all that kind of
Okay.
ghastly. Huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So whole idea is to become Krishna conscious. No, you don't read the
Yeah.
purport.
In human life, there are four principles to be fulfilled: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. First, one should be religious, observing various rules and regulations. And then one must earn some money for maintenance of his family and the satisfaction of his senses. The most important ceremony for sense gratification is marriage, because sexual intercourse is one of the principal necessities of the material body. Yan maithunadi grihamedi sukham hi tucham. Although sexual intercourse is not a very exalted requisite in life, both animals and men require some sense gratification because of material propensities. One should be satisfied. One should be satisfied with married life and not expand energy for extra sense gratification or sex life. As for economic development, the responsibility for this should be entrusted mainly to the Vaishyas and Grihasthas. Human society should be divided into Varnas and Ashramas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Economic development is necessary for Grihasthas. Brahmana Grihasthas should be satisfied with a life of Adhyayana, Adhyapana, Yajana, and Yajana, being learned scholars, teaching others to be scholars, learning how to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, and also teaching others how to worship Lord Vishnu or even the demigods. A Brahmana should do this without remuneration. but he is allowed to accept charity from a person whom he teaches how to be a human being. As for the Kshatriyas, they are supposed to be the kings of the land, and the land should be distributed to the Vaishyas for agricultural activities, crop protection, and trade. Sudras must work. Sometimes they should engage in occupational duties as cloth manufacturers, weavers, blacksmiths, goldsmiths, brassmiths, and so on. Or else they should engage in hard labor to produce food grains. These are the different occupational duties by which men should earn their livelihood, and in this way, human society should be simple. At the present moment, however, everyone is engaged in technological advancement, which is described in Bhagavad Gita as Ugra Karma, extremely severe endeavor. This Ugra Karma is a cause of agitation within the human mind. Men are engaging in many sinful activities and becoming degraded by opening slaughterhouses, breweries, and cigarette factories, as well as nightclubs and other establishments for sense enjoyment. In this way, they are spoiling their lives. In all of these activities, of course, householders are involved, and therefore it is advised here with the use of the word api, that even though one is a householder, one should not engage himself in severe hardships. One's means of livelihood should be extremely simple. As for those who are not grihasthas, the brahmacharis, vanaprasthas, and sannyasis, they don't have to do anything but strive for advancement in spiritual life. This means that three-fourths of the entire population should stop sense gratification and simply be engaged in the advancement of Krishna consciousness. Only one-fourth of the population should be grihastha, and that should be according to laws of restricted sense gratification. The grihasthas, vanaprasthas, brahmacharis, and sannyasis should Sannyasis should endeavor together with their total energy to become Krishna conscious. This type of civilization is called Daiva Varnashrama. One of the objectives of the Krishna consciousness movement is to establish this Daiva Varnashrama, but not to encourage so called Varnashrama without scientifically organized endeavor by human society.
So you understand now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should live with the bare necessities of life, because if we get, material opulence, then there's an every chance that he will fall down, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Guru Prabhu, can you read?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. To a devotee who lacks spiritual insight, the Supreme Lord will not grant the wonderful opulences of this world, kingly power, and material assets. Indeed, in his infinite wisdom, the unborn Lord in his infinite wisdom, the unborn Lord well knows how the intoxication of pride can cause the downfall of the wealthy.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
two things, kingly power and material assets. These are two dangerous things, But to a person who can handle it, then the Lord also gives the blessing, just like Yudhishthira and all. They're given so much wealth, the leader of they are emperor of the whole universe, I'm sorry, the earthly planet, correct? But they don't misuse, They understand that everything belongs to Krishna. Hmm?
Prabhu, the first
Yeah.
line says to a devotee who lacks spiritual insight. How is that,
Yeah.
Prabhu? Devotee means will have spiritual, right?
Devotee means neophyte, devotee won't have understanding, no?
Oh, okay.
He's only praying for money, no?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you have to be trained. You think the whole Krishna will give some neophyte devotee the emperor of the whole earth? Huh?
Got it.
Buddy? Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is how devotees live. Can you read?
Yeah. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Are you following?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Who is living like this? Huh? Who?
Devotees.
I don't know about devotees also. What? Huh? So, okay, I think I covered that question, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is the other question? In the Nectar of Devotion, chapter 32, it mentioned when non-contradictory symptoms of ecstatic love are distinctly manifest, any contradictory system creates a sense of abomination. Contradictory ecstatic love is called selfish. Can you please explain above statement in detail? Okay, we gotta read the whole chapter. They are referring to the rasa bhas, contradictory and non-contradictory, You know what is rasa bhas, symptoms of ecstasy. Someone want to read this?
Nicholas Prabhu, can you read?
Sure, Prabhu. The continuous ecstasy of love can remain like a powerful king, subduing all temporary manifestations of love as well as any opposing elements of anger. It can be exhibited directly or indirectly, and thus ecstatic love can be described as direct or indirect. These symptoms of ecstatic love are possible only when one is fully situated in a transcendental position. Direct ecstatic love.
So you can see now that the whole question can be only understood if you are in the transcendental position. Is it clear? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hello? Is it clear? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
If you are not in the transcendental position, you won't understand this thing. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So how to try to explain this when we are not, I am not in the transcendental position first of all? Are you following?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sometimes some things we just have to read only. You understand?
Okay, yeah, okay. Yes,
Hmm?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So the direct aesthetic love and indirect. Direct means there's five, seven, friend, lover, like that. Yes? You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another seven, which is indirect, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that it's indirect ecstasy? Chivalry, ghastliness,
Mm.
so those are indirect,
Mm-hmm.
So here, see the direct goes to direct. These are direct neutrality,
Mm-hmm.
pure and mixed love, favors. All these are speaking about the transcendental position when someone has a subordinate ecstasy. Then you have to just read them. Can you read?
Yes.
So you understand or not, you read. No, when you come to the platform, you will understand this better.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other questions?
There's one more question.
Who is this? Are you?
Baldev Prabhu.
Who's that? Are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Who is this?
That's me, Prabhu. Baldev Vidyabhushan.
Oh, yeah. But if Arjuna wins the kingdom, I think we finished that, no?
Last one.
Hare Krishna. All right. Some people are asking below question. Lots of temples were destroyed and have been built and being destroyed by so-called politicians and other religion people. Why God is not saving that temple? How do we answer to such people? A lot of people are doing so many things in Kali Yuga. So people want to destroy temples. So Krishna is allowing them to destroy. But even if you destroy the temple, let's say, are you mean that if you destroy the temple, that means you are killing Krishna?
No, Prabhu.
You understand? Yeah, people are foolish. They think that if I destroy the temple means I'm destroying their faith. That's a very poor understanding. You know? So many temples were destroyed by Aurangzeb in India. I mean, when the Muslims, Mughals, you call them, right? They were ruling, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Did that destroy the faith?
No, Prabhu.
So they are foolish. They think that if I destroy the temple, I will destroy their faith. But that's not very proper understanding. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, the real thing is that the Lord is in the heart. Can you destroy that?
No.
A pure devotee is always seeing the Lord in the heart, right? The
Yes,
whole
Prabhu.
idea of the temple worship is to develop, come to the point of loving exchange with the Lord. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So when you're seeing the Lord everywhere, then if you destroy the temple, then maybe are you destroying the faith?
No.
Yes? That's not very, there are people who are foolish, they think like that. Continuously they have been destroying the temple, but does it mean that all Indians have given up their faith?
No. No, Prabhu.
So that's doesn't make any sense. Correct? They destroyed the Ram Mandir and they built their own mosque. And now they are destroying the mosque and building their temple. What does that mean? It's out of sentiment, you know. The main reason is to develop an attraction for Krishna. That's why deities are there. And deities you destroy, they are made of earth, water, fire, and ether. Correct? They go back to the same ingredient which is coming from God Himself. Yes? Can you destroy the ingredient?
No.
So any person who is foolish, he just correct.
And it's not God's duty to save the temple, right, Prabhu? It's a people's duty to save the temple.
Well, you know, saving or not saving, that's it. Of course, our duty is to protect the deities. That is there in the Shastra. Yes. But in the eventuality, you can always make another form work, correct?
Right.
Yes. So, of course, our duty is to protect our temple. That is a fact. But how God is giving you the job, no? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. For the Lord, doesn't matter, it's everywhere. You mean to say you destroy the deity, that means it's no more there? Hmm?
No, Prabhu,
Correct?
not like that. Yeah.
Hmm. I am everywhere, Krishna says. 9, I think is what? Mayam tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakta mutina, correct? Bhagavad
Yes, Prabhu.
Gita, correct? You
Yes.
can read?
By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them.
Doesn't mean you destroy all the ingredients, the lot is finished. This is a poor understanding, no? Because the non-devotees, they think that the God is not in this form. They've been taught like that, no? Impersonally, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So they think God cannot be in form. So they don't know. Poor understanding. Actually, you cannot become successful if you don't worship the form of the Lord, you know. You understand?
Yes,
It
Prabhu.
is spoken of in this verse here. Thing is this verse. Maybe not this verse. And this verse, you see, yeah. You can read.
This present form or any transcendental form expanded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna is equally auspicious for all the universes, since you have manifested this eternal personal form upon whom your devotees meditate. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Those who are destined to be dispatched to the path of hell neglect your personal form because of speculating on the material topics.
So that,
Yes, Prabhu.
is it clear?
Yes.
Hmm? This is spoken by Lord Brahma. So they think that if they finish this form, they finish God, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, they think that Hindus got one kind of God and we got one God and everybody got different God. This is very poor understanding, no? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
There's only one God, he's got many names, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So if I come to your temple and I break him and finish him, that means my God has won over your God? Does it make sense?
No.
No, Prabhu.
Uh, yes. That's how they think. They think like that, especially the Muslims, no? Correct?
Yeah.
Nobody else break the temple except the Muslims. Maybe, I don't know, the Britishers. I don't think they broke any temple, correct?
I think, yeah, they destroyed Somnath's temple, Prabhu.
Who, the Britishers?
Yeah.
Anyway, Somnath is still there. I went there. Very big temple.
Oh, that was built by Indian government after the Britishers have destroyed.
So you destroyed and you build again. Any problem? Correct?
No.
So sometimes, I mean, the Lord, He is neutral in the sense that what you do, it's only your karma, no? You break the deities, you're going to reap the result in karma, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, this is all done by the arrangement of the Lord. Nothing can be done without His sanction. That we know, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So why He didn't stop this? Because the Lord He is neutral, You whatever you want to do, you're going to reap the result, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes,
Hmm?
Prabhu. He has given that independence to the jivas,
Yes.
minute independence.
You want to read this verse?
Nor does the Supreme Lord assume anyone's sinful or pious activities. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which covers their real knowledge.
The Lord is neutral. He is witness. Yeah? Right? Bhagavad Gita, right? What is that word? He is Shaksha, he is a Sakshi and is, Pamita, correct? Upadrishta and Anumanta, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Hanumanta.
You know the verse, right? Upadrishta Anumantascha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara Paramatmeti Chapi Yukto Deishme Purusha Paraha. If
Yet
someone
in this
wants to go
body,
to hell, then the Lord will make arrangement. Yes?
yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yeah.
If
Yes.
someone wants to go back to the spiritual world, the Lord will make arrangement. Yes? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or no? Hmm? He is the transcendental enjoyer who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, exists as the overseer and permitter. Correct? Yes?
A
And
permitter.
is known as the super soul. If someone wants to act in the mode of ignorance, then the Lord, three modes of material nature, will engage him as such. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? Yes or not? In Kali Yuga, the best way to create quarrel, which is the best way to create the iron age of quarrel, correct? Hmm? So what
Yes,
is the
Prabhu.
best way to make people quarrel? What's the best way?
Religious conflict, Prabhu.
Ah, that is the best, is it not? India's classic example. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah, you can see the Britishers did a very fine thing, correct? They drawed lines and the war is still going on, correct?
Yeah.
Hmm? The Lord is inconceivable. Nobody can understand his plans. We've been lay people, we always think that we know better, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. O best among the descendants of Bharata Yudhishthira, I maintain, therefore, that all this is within the plan of the Lord. Accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord, you must follow it. You are now the appointed administrative head, and my Lord, you should take care of those subjects who are now rendered helpless.
You understand?
Yeah, everything is
All
within the
these
plan
are
of the
within the, yes, why? That you, within the tiny brain, how you can figure it out? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
So in Kali Yuga, everything is topsy-turvy, mess, everything is a mess, correct? And also if you look at the Hindu side, they also not following. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
What are they doing? Yes? They're not also maintaining all the temples and all that. Huh? Are they really
Yes.
maintaining?
No,
Hmm?
Prabhu.
Hmm. Nobody is interested in God consciousness. You all are preaching, right? All Indians are really fire up and coming to your programs.
No, bro.
Huh? What are they doing in America? Huh? Tell me. Yes,
Sense gratification. Yeah.
yes. See, can you read?
Among human beings, those who are followers of the Vedic principles are considered civilized. Among these, almost half simply give lip service while committing all kinds of sinful activities against these principles. Such people do not care for the regulative principles.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu, lip service. Wow.
Hmm? So, what is the big deal of breaking or not breaking temples? I want to know. Of course, the what do you call it? Self-manifesting deities. They are always been protected by the Lord. That's another thing. Those
Oh, okay.
temples, I don't think nobody can destroy them. So like Tirupati, Jagannath Puri, Janardhan Swami, there's so
Sri
many
Rangam.
of them, Sri Rangam. This called they are Divya Prabandh, what is it?
Divya
Divya
Desham.
Sthan. Yeah, so nobody can touch them. You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
They will stay there until the end of this 10,000 years of Kali Yuga. After that, they will disappear. You
Oh,
understand?
after 10,000 years, they'll disappear, Prabhu?
Yeah, then everything will be finished. Practically, there will be nothing left. That's why even chanting also will be obscure.
Oh,
That's why it's advised you better get out of this within the next 10,000 years. I don't know if you want to enjoy your life. You come back here, you go to material, what do you call that, heavenly planet, and by the time you come back, this Kali Yuga would have been finished. 10,000 years would have been finished. Yes?
yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
That time, I don't know. They like to eat the body of vegetarians. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So let us make a very concerted effort to get out of this mess, Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Krishna also told Uddhava to get out, don't stay here. So please try to take up this process very seriously. Kali Yuga, you have to learn how to take care of yourself first. Hmm? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So at least take up the process of chanting Hare Krishna very seriously. Then Krishna will give all protection. So the Lord will take care if you surrender. If you don't surrender, then the Lord is not obligated. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mahaprabhu, can you read?
No one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him and destroys those who have.
So, which side you want to be?
God said.
Yeah? Which side? To be destroyed. Huh?
No, bro. Lord's
Right?
To be
So
protected,
we
sir.
have to, yes, we should learn how to, surrender to the Lord. Correct?
yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. You- If you want to mess around, then the Lord also know how to do it, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Even if be distressed or degraded, in a person who chants the holy name of the Lord, having heard it from a bona fide spiritual master, is immediately purified. Even if he chants the Lord's name jokingly or by chance, he and anyone who hears are freed from all sins. Therefore, how can any seeking disentanglement from the material clutches avoid chanting the names of Lord Shesha, of whom else should one take shelter?
Hmm? Yes. First, Lord says, Lord Krishna, expansion of Krishna, Balaram.
Hmm.
So I think we should be very intelligent. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think if you don't want to surrender, you must be I don't know what else to say. What to say for those people who want to say, don't want to surrender. Hmm?
In the Vaikuntha planets, all the residents are similar.
No, wrong verse. Huh? Give me a minute. Let me take the right verse. Get it mixed up. Okay.
O sage, persons who, because of their sinful activities, are averse to the topics of the transcendence and thus ignorant of the Mahabharata's purpose, the Bhagavad Gita, are pitied by the pitiable. I also pity them because I see how their duration of is spoiled by eternal time while they involve themselves in presentation of philosophical speculation, critical ultimate goals of life, and different modes of ritual.
Hmm?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Said only to be what?
Pitiable, and also pity them.
You don't take up the process. Huh? They only need to be what? Pitied, no? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I don't know. We want to waste our time. Whether we go to America, China, Russia, anywhere, nothing can save us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot save yourself. You try to run anyway.
No one in this material world has become free from four principles of birth, death, old age, and disease, even by fleeing to various planets. But now that you have appeared, my Lord, death is fleeing in fear of you, and the living entities, having obtained shelter at your lotus feet by your mercy, are sleeping in full mental peace.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Birth, death, old age.
You go anywhere, you cannot escape, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
So the whole idea is to surrender. Whether you go to America or you go to India or go anywhere, correct? Same problems. Because your mind. Because the problems are with the mind, yes?
Mm-hmm.
yes, Prabhu.
Environment does not Health. Just like a devotee, he doesn't care if he goes to hell or heaven, as long as he's chanting the holy name. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, if you take it the other way, even you go to any country, but if you are with Maya, then it's also useless. Correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Hmm?
Prabhu.
Hmm. The whole idea is to capture Krishna, you know. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Somehow or other, we should get hold of Krishna. That's the bottom line. Even if we, very interesting verse here. Somehow or other, we should attract Krishna. Then our whole program is successful. Hmm?
So I am thinking come to Singapore.
You come here, what to do? You're going to look at me and I'm going to look at you. Yeah?
Yeah, Prabhu. If even only once or even by force one brings the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead into one's mind, one can attain the supreme salvation by the mercy of Krishna, as did Agasura. What then is to be said of those whose hearts the Supreme Personality of Godhead enters when he appears as an incarnation, or those who always think of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the source of transcendental bliss for all living entities, by whom all illusion is completely removed?
Haribol.
Yes? Yes?
Yes, wonderful.
Hmm. So this is what we have to do. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Somehow or other. But by chanting, that's most powerful. If you chant, then you are bringing the Lord into your heart, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So very quickly you can get the lotus feet of the Lord into your hearts. If you know, chant Hare Krishna. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can obtain freedom from material existence. Indeed, simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one will be able to see the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yes.
Yes,
So I'm so fortunate in this Kali Yuga, we have got this opportunity, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Krishna came, Prabhupada came. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
if we don't take advantage, then what is the word for us?
yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
What do we call ourselves if we don't take advantage?
Misfortunate.
I think the word is a fool, you know. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mundoham nabhijanante. Krishna calls such person as fool. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Persons who are like dogs, what? Camel and asses, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
They don't take part in chanting the name of Krishna. Yes? People who are like camel, asses, and what? I think this is the word, is it? Yeah, got it. See? Yes?
Men who are like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses, praise they those men who never listen to the transcendental pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, the deliverer.
From evils.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
A very long purport. Prabhupada is explaining each animal and lens. You can read it.
Kirtina Mataji, Guru.
Yes, Prabhuji. One who has not listened to the message about the prowess and marvelous act of the personality of a Godhead, and has not sung or chanted loudly the worthy songs about the Lord, is to be considered to possess ear holes like the holes of the snakes and the tongue like the tongue of a frog.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
All right. Any more questions? Any more questions? No more questions?
I don't think so.
Huh? So I hope you got all your answers to your questions.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Anything else you want to ask? Hmm? Only devotees are here.
Yes, Prabhu.
All non-devotees has fallen out.